Hello everyone, and welcome to On Trend CC, where I take a look at a few pieces of CC from different CC creators that I think will be on trend for 2024 and the 2024 design trends. So we're going to get straight into it. We are going to be looking at the bathroom stuff today, and in each episode I like to try and focus on one main trend. So today's main trend we're going to be looking at for the bathroom is going to be nature inspired. So nature inspired is using things like natural materials like brick and marble, ceramic, clay and wood and adding lots of greenery in. Obviously we're going to have the plants, and a wood is another trend for 2024 that is really huge. It works in with the nature inspired because we're looking at warmer wood vanities in beige, off-white and rich brown, rattan stools, natural rugs, wooden benches, plants for a natural warmer feel. So that's what we're looking at for our trend, the main focus for this episode. So this particular piece of CC here, we're looking at 3 vanity pieces and a sink, also separate. And these come to us from Harry, from her Brutus bathroom pack, and it is the counter and sink. So what I like about these was A, the natural tones, and B, I really liked the little scalloped feature there, because another big trend for 2024 when it comes to bathrooms is attention to detail. So it's things like scallops, fluted cabinetry, geometric patterns, things like chevron, basketweave, herringbone, playful wallpapers in classic prints or exotic canvases and florals, and having feature tiles. So I felt that this worked really well for 2024 trends because it's got the curves and the straights, which is very on trend, the wood tones and the little attention to detail there. So that is the sink and cabinetry from the Brutus bathroom pack from Harry. Next up, we have these gorgeous canvases, and these are from EDL, and this is from their 3DL Imperial Big Canvas Trees canvas. So as you can see here, it comes in the 3 designs, 1, 2 and 3. And the reason that I picked these is, well, we were talking about the trend nature inspired, and I mean, look at them. There's trees and there's like a bird, and it's all sort of naturey kind of colors. So in terms of colors for this season, we've been talking about rich browns and sort of the brown earthy tones, beige, off-white. And when we're looking at bathrooms, we're also bringing in like apricots and peaches, maybe even like burnt orange, muted greens, and obviously in the other side of things, when we're looking at a maximalist style of bathroom, which is again on trend for 2024, we might be looking at bolder, vibrant jewel colors as well. But for the more muted tones, which are very in the season, we are looking at sort of browns and sort of those apricots, maybe burnt orange and muted greens. And I thought this really fit those particular trends really well. So this is EDL's 3DL Imperio Big Canvas Trees. Up next, we have the rug and accent table from Peacemaker IC, and this comes from their Hudson bathroom collection. So I think you can probably take a good guess as to what appealed to me about these two particular pieces from that collection. And we were talking about nature inspired, and we were talking about natural materials, and we're talking about wood. So absolutely perfect. I love this rug, and I love that it's got like the little patterns and the grooves and stuff on there. So it kind of looks like the spa day rug, but it's a little bit nicer. And I love this little accent table. At first I actually thought it was a stool, but it is an accent table. So we'll be able to use that in the bathroom as a decorative feature, and I thought that would fit really well within the nature inspired vibe that we're going for with this particular CC collection. And up next, we have the bath and the shower. So this comes from Felix Andre from their Soho collection. There's a couple of things that appeal to me about the bath and the shower. First up, we've got the metal accents. So metal accents are big this year for bathrooms. So we talked about this in the last episode when we talked about kitchens and bringing in the metal as a sort of attention to detail kind of personal feature, and mixing the metals brings in sort of a warmer vintage kind of touch as well. So The metal touches on each of these, so that obviously the shower itself, all the little bits and pieces, they're metal, and the tap on the bath is metal as well. And the second thing that I really liked about this particular bath shower set was, well, they're separate. Is that there's a nice curve, and there's a natural wood tone to the bath as well. So sleek hard lines mixed with curves is really big for this year. So I thought that bath really meet that design aspect, and then the wood grain on it I felt super suited the nature inspired vibe that we are going for. Now, we can't do a nature inspired bathroom without talking about plants. So I found these little plants, like from the Oak and Concrete Patio collection by Imagination. And I really liked that we had a hanging plant, and we had like some smaller plants, bigger plants, floor plants, and plants that all sit on shelves. So there's like a good mix of different kinds of plants. But I also really liked the container on these because it is from the concrete and oak patio set, right? So you've got a mix of really quite natural materials. It looks quite natural as far as like the containers and stuff like that. So I thought that would work really nicely in a nature inspired home, as far as like A, the container, and B, plenty of greenery, because obviously we're going to need some greenery if we're going to be building a nature inspired bathroom. And I thought this was very on trend for 2024, this kind of vibe. And I think there's also a touch of minimalism in there. So minimalism is still very in, but it's kind of minimalism 2.0. So we talked about that particularly in the first episode when we're looking at a living room. So when it comes to bathrooms, it's sort of more minimalist touches. So things like backlit mirrors, simple curves, and metallic accents. So we're just talking about metallic accents just a minute ago when we were looking at the bath and shower. So those are very in, and just like those little simple touches that are quite minimalistic, but not going overboard with the minimalism side of things. So this little plant set is from Oak and Concrete Patio by Imagination. Up next, we have a gorgeous little mirror. So this comes to us from Sundays, and it is from the Lucia collection, and it is just a cute little mirror. What appealed to me about this? I mean, obviously we need to have a mirror in the bathroom, but there's a couple of things going on here that I really liked, and I thought were really fitting the trends for 2024. So when you have a look at this, it's got like a little bit of wood grain across the top, so that nature inspired, tick right there. And I really liked the little detail of the hanging kind of leather strap. I thought that was really cool. And a big thing for 2024 is about personalization. So it's just those little attention to details things that really make a piece unique. And I felt like that little strap actually had like quite a unique sort of vibe to it, and it brought that little personal attention to detail kind of thing along with it. And of course, it's a circular mirror, and we're looking at curves and straight lines as a combination for 2024. Up next, we have this cute little metal shelving sort of collection. I'm calling this small shelves and holders. So this comes to us from the Clutter Cat, and it's from their Dandy Diary Bathroom collection. What appealed to me about this, and you can probably guess this one, we've been talking about it already, is the metal. So we talked about minimalist touches, metallic accents are part of that. So it's just like a contrast, sort of a hard contrast to the softness of the wood. And yeah, so that brings in that little bit of contrast, minimalist touches, and then with the overabundance of the greenery. So it's just like those little contrast things that add a beautiful design 2024 touch. So with this little set, you get the toilet brush, the toilet roll holder, the shelf, and the towel rack. So these do come in different colors as well. So you've got a few different shades so that you can mix the different kinds of metals, which we have talked about is very in for 2024. Up next, we have a little clutter collection. I love bathroom clutter. I think it can be so pretty. And this, as soon as I saw this, I was like, hello, I need this. It is so pretty. And this little collection comes from Harrison. It's the Serene Scents bath set, and there's not too much in the way of colors. So like the bits with green on it, they can be changed. but otherwise there aren't any other color changes to it, so it is what it is as you see it. But this ticks the boxes for me as far as nature inspired in so many ways. So we've got like the sort of natural kind of vibe with the little serene scent plant there. Sort of the color tones really suit, I feel, like a nature inspired vibe, and like the little wooden tops there, I think they're super cute. There's like touches of the metal for the minimalist side of things, and yeah, I think it's like a really pretty clutter set that I feel like will be quite versatile in like all sorts of different bathrooms, but would work super well in a nature inspired bathroom. So I saw this and I was in love, and I was like, oh, I wish we had this as a game thing. But we do have it as CC, so you can download that from Here Is Sim, the Serene Scents bath set. So up next we have this gorgeous furniture from Sim CC, and it's from their boho bathroom collection. I think you can probably guess why I chose this. We've got a couple of reasons. Rattan, tick, and wood, tick. So it's got a couple of things as far as the nature inspired goes, and the materials, and also the woods as far as using different materials in the woods. And we've got like a little bit of curve and straight, so you know, it so good. And yeah, it's really nice to have some really cool bathroom furniture that you can do some different things with. So I'm excited to see what I can do with this, and I love that screen. I think it's very cool, and yeah, I think it's really nice furniture that's going to be very usable in a nature inspired bathroom. And up next we have a tile. So I decided to go with a tile this time. I found a really neat one that I really liked, and this comes from Pearson. So this is from MCM Part 3, and it's the MCM Travertine wallpaper. The reason this appealed to me was A, it's a really nice tile, and B, it's got that marble vibe to it. So when we were looking at nature inspired, we're talking about natural materials, and marble, guess what, is a natural material. And I thought, I love the color palette of it. There's like so many lovely colors there that I really thought worked with the natural. Like, look at all these gorgeous natural tones, and then you've got some brighter tones or color tones as well. So yeah, so many options as far as that tile goes. Lots of different colors and lots of really natural shades that I thought would work really nicely in a nature inspired bathroom. So I was quite delighted to find this tile. So that's from Pearson MCM Part 3, the Travertine wallpaper. So this wraps up this episode of On Trend CC. I will list, as always, all the CC creators in the description below, and give you some links either to their pages or to the page where I downloaded the items. And I hope you come back in the next episode where we create the room with these items for On Trend Rooms, episode number 3. Thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye bye.